show the Amazon web page if you have it. Um, and yeah, so this is basically about Hindumisia and Hindu genocides. So starting from the 320 AD, the time of Constantine the Great, till 1971, Operation Searchlight. So pretty much a 2 millennia long history I have recorded exhaustively, that about all the pagan and especially Hindu genocidal events that happened, that started in and around Constantinople, and gradually it basically moved to India in the sense of our larger subcontinent, and how it has changed the socio-polity of the entire subcontinent, led to partition, and then the Bangladeshi Hindu genocide, from 1947 till 1971, and pretty much an event that is still going on. But that will probably be a thesis of my upcoming book. I don't know. Okay. I mean, Bangladeshi Hindu genocide is an ongoing phenomenon. You all know it. But I have recorded in this book till 1974, till the assassination of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. So yeah, so that, as you know from the title, history of Hindu Misia and Hindu genocide. Misia. So you must have heard about this term Hindu phobia, right? Now, phobia means irrational fear. The point is that no community is having any rational or irrational fear about Hindu community, right? No one is afraid of Hindus, but there is some inherent hatred against this community, right? For the community, for the belief, faith, practices, traditions, right, that Hindus have within their own society. So instead of Hindu phobia, I prefer to use the term Hindu misia, which basically mean Hindu hatred. Misia is hatred, right? So that's why I kept the title as History of Hindu Misia, which means history of Hindu hatred, and the hatred that led to genocides, right? Multiple generational genocides for at least a millennia. So yeah, pretty much this is the content of the book. To sort of be even more specific, there are four main parts in the book. First, I mean, again, this book is written in an academic way because I am a doctorate. So whatever I say and whatever I speak, I try to sort of keep proper references. So this book has all the necessary references against each and every words that are word that is written in this book. um, and along with references, I have also done a few small sort of statistical analysis to find out the impact of the genocide, which I will sort of explain in a while. Now, this book has four part. In the first part, I have tried to define genocide. I have kept an introduction, and then I have started with the definition of genocide, to sort of understand what it basically means, right? In the context of United Nations, in the context of all those colonizing powers, right? And then in the second part, I have started with the Hindu genocides and Hindu massacres in the medieval India, right? Which was pretty much like on the face physical assault. It was like rape, loot, destruction of temples, violation of chastity, right? Slavery, all kind of thing, like a discriminating tax system, right? Famine, hunger, like policy that led to these kind of things. So this was like a very physical form of genocide, right? It was pretty much genocide, which are promoted and sort of propagated by the power which was there, which that was running the country, right? So that is in medieval India, that did not care about any sort of decency, right? In sort of propagating their whatever they believed in. The second part is basically genocide in modern India. So this is basically when the sort of the so-called Mughal Empire, right? It started to sort of decay, and then there was a sort of chaos in the subcontinent. Subcontinent was looking for an identity, right, and sort of an unanimous identity, which the hitherto system, it may be Hindu or Muslim, failed to sort of provide to the society at large. And that chaos pretty much led to various powers like Sufis, who propagated hatred through their scriptures. Then it led to Portuguese, it led to the British, right? Who created a lot of literature. First of all, who took the help of the Ashraf, the sort of the upper class, upper caste Muslim community in this subcontinent to run the Pasmanda, the Desi converts, newly converts at that time, and the Hindus, right? So they took refuge of the Ashrafs, British took refuge of the Ashrafs. And then after that, they sort of worked on a huge amount of literature also to undermine the Hindu scripture, Hindu belief, and everything, to sort of reduce the dominance of Hindus in every aspect of life in the subcontinent. And then they also adopted discriminatory policies against Hindus that sort of again led to massacres and genocides like Mopala, right? In Hyderabad and in Bangladesh, partisan genocides on both Punjab and Bengal side, and so on. So this is the third part of the book, the modern India's genocides, pretty much. And in the fourth part, I have included sort of a framework that I am working on. This is sort of a work in progress, and this framework is in line with and beyond the work of rishis like Sitaram Goel, Ram Swarupji, who sort of try to understand how the values can get subverted in the Abrahamic framework, right? To sort of give a completely different meaning to each and every word that are being used in a scripture, or in any society among the believers, right? So that kind of framework, the subversion of values through Abrahamic paradoxes. So this is a framework I've been working on. So I worked on that framework, and in with that framework, I tried to understand the genocide in India that started from ancient time, right? I mean, ancient or medieval time, and that is still continuing. So that framework is included in the fourth part of the book. So yeah, so this is pretty